Boom. IG is up. YouTube is up. What's good? What's good? What's good, people? Y'all know who it is. It is the two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, my motto here is simple: own the building. And I know y'all wondering, yo, the quick 30. It's on a weird night, right? Quick 30 is normally on Wednesday nights. But yeah, tonight's gonna be a little different, man. It's just gonna, what I'm saying, have some of my peoples come through in the chat and we gonna kick it. If y'all noticed the title of the night, it was Dope Enterprise PSA because yeah, we got some things to address. It's another one of those weeks, you know what I'm saying? And it sucks the fact that I have to keep rehashing this. I have to keep doing this, but and and until things get right and on one accord, then we're gonna have to keep doing this. I got my boy, the real Jay Scott in the building. What's good with your boy? Hey, y'all make sure y'all check him out, man. Corey's Heavenly Cakes. He's still baking. And hey, if he's still baking, you might wanna go on in and get you one, get you a slice. And meanwhile, my phone's ringing still. Goodness. Now it's not the time to be popular, y'all. Who is that? Plain Jane One is in the building. What's good with you, Plain Jane One? I got people checking in over there on IG. Oh, why am I flickering? That's crazy. Like I said, technology is doing what it want to do tonight, y'all. Yo, we're late tonight because I go to sit down, start up, and then next thing you know, I got updates. But in the meantime, it just give me time to get things together so that it won't be any technical issues once we get started. Because once I'm going in tonight, yo, it's gonna be one of those nights, man. Yep, Valentine's Day coming up. Y'all better get them cakes from my boy, cause he got them. He definitely got them. So y'all need to get up with the man, cause he gonna get you right on that. All right, boom. So and my people on Facebook, the live is up on Facebook. It's not a Facebook live, so you will still have to go to YouTube. However, um, yo, we are live, y'all. We are live. I got my boy Spud King in the building. Lemon pepper cupcakes. Y'all so ghetto. I got my nephew Spud King in the building. What's good with you, boy? But yeah, so first off, I like to shout out to everybody that came through last week's show, you know what I'm saying, week before that. Like just anybody that comes through, whether my consistent people, my people that just stop in every now and again, anybody that comments, anybody that shares. I got hieroglyphic in the building. Hey yo, what up, boy? And so, you know what I'm saying? Like just anybody that does anything to support the dope show, dope enterprise as a whole, I appreciate you, man. Cause um, what without y'all, I would just be some guy sitting in his room talking to his computer. You see what I'm saying? But I got an audience now. I got y'all. So with that, I appreciate y'all. So how we gonna get into this? Is that this past weekend, let's go back to Saturday. Saturday, I reach out to people. I try to reach out to people early in the week for, to book guests or whatnot. So Saturday, there was a particular individual that this week was going to be. Before we get into that though, this week is the last week. It's the last dope show tomorrow that we are off Facebook. So after tomorrow's show, we are back on all platforms. So we'll be back on Facebook on both my personal page as well as the dope page on Facebook and YouTube. And on on Wednesdays, we got IG for the quick 30. So we gonna be back in full effect starting next week, y'all. My restriction is almost up. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the light. I see the light. So I try to reach out to my guests with enough time to where, we can prepare, we can talk notes, and then come Friday, there won't be any hangups. So I reached out to this particular individual because this week's show, I was gonna, we was gonna do me and Jay Scott, we're gonna do a show with talking about wrestling and some spots. Oh, Oh Lord, this still yes. Yes, please. Hey, somebody go find Shells and get him in here, man. Y'all lucky he not sharing the screen with me tonight, but I wouldn't be able to share the screen and have my IG people see him at the same time. It's the only reason why. But otherwise the whole crew would have been in here. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to this particular individual about coming on, and I'm going to go and read you the exact conversation about coming on to this show we're doing about wrestling. We just gonna, you know what I'm saying, post a couple of videos, and we either gonna look at like some factions and talk about some spots and just, typical show about wrestling. Now, anybody who's been following the Dope Show for some time knows that the Dope Show is just whatever I think of. I don't have I don't have a specific genre. I just, it was one of those things where once I got my own media platform, I could do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't violate the rules and terms of service, and God forbid if I play any music or talk about a specific group of people, then well, yeah, I could pretty much do and say what I want. Matter of fact, let's see. Hold up. Now I can say what I want. Yeah, y'all see it in the corner. Yep. Hey, that was the one thing that I did take from Status Network. I brought my box with me. So this particular individual, states that well, they asked me, what was the show about? My show is about a little bit of everything. And this particular week, I wanted to talk wrestling. This particular individual said that it's not going to work because they are already on a wrestling podcast. So I didn't really understand the correlation between the two. Um, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. And said that it was going to be a conflict of interest. My final response was, "That's fine. I'm not gonna argue, try to browbeat you. I'm not gonna try to convince you to come on the Dope Show. The Dope Show is gonna run regardless. You were just gonna be an extra body thrown in there." So then the said individual decides to plug their show. Hey, you might have seen me on this, and this podcast. I've heard of it. I remember when the said individual was out promoting it. I got knowledge, love in the building. What's good? Peace to the God. But it's not something that I feel my Thursday nights with. I've heard of it. I've heard of your show. So then, and this is just it progressively gets worse, y'all. This is Saturday night. I let it go. I had nothing else to say about it. It was like, that's fine. Sunday morning, I wake up to this long post pretty much calling me out. And I'll just go through the lighter notes of it. So this said individual says, I can't believe I still have to say this because I thought I was past this, past spelled PASS. So now you can't spell either. But if you're going to invite me on your podcast to talk wrestling, the answer is going to no, not going to be no. It's just going to no. If you would have done your research, you would have seen I'm on fill in blank here because they're not getting free pub tonight. Oh hell no! You get no free pub on the Dope Show. At this point, you got to pay me to even say your name. You're on blank blank podcast Thursday nights at 8:30. If you would have told me in the first place we could do a collab with blank blank podcast, I would have been okay and let me holler at my co-host about the collab. Don't wait till I'm out here being great to come knock on my door because real talk, y'all been knew I was a wrestling fan before I got on blank podcast or knew what was on blank podcast Thursday nights. If this shit happened again, I have no problem exposing this type of behavior with screenshots. I'm not hiding usernames. So test my patience and my gangster if you want to. I don't mind giving a story time. So tread lightly when it comes to me and do your research. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like Jones just said, the audacity of said person. The is what I call the unmitigated gall. Um, here's the thing, and maybe this is just how I think. How I think is if I know you have something going on whatever you do, if I reach out to you and invite you to the show, it's automatically understood to be a collaboration. See that whole, oh, you do what I do, so we're in competition. That's nigga mentality, and I'm calling it what it is. That's nigga mentality. I don't do nigga mentality. The dope show was based, and the acronym is stands for driven on positive energy. Do I do ratchet shit on here? Do I say ratchet stuff? Absolutely. However, I am driven on positive energy. That was the acronym for dope in its inception. But to have that nigga mentality to think that I'm trying to move in on something you doing, or I'm trying to how do you say, like, push in on something you're doing? It's like that's fucking absurd to me. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Big shots out to what is this Spud Kid? That's so stupid. The point that you're invited is because I know you're into the topic. I'm talking about like what the fuck sense does that make? It does not. It does not. But I learned a long time ago to try not to make sense of the senseless because it's gonna be just that. It's gonna be senselessness. You see what I'm saying? So the statement that was made about this said individual and their podcast is that I've been news and I know this person. That's the crazy part to me. This is somebody that I did not meet online. This is not somebody that I just looked up. I've met this individual in person. We got pictures in the club together. This is not somebody I got any kind of history with, but I know this person. So I'm sitting up here and I'm like, what was the point of all that? What exactly was the point of all that? But that's how nigga mentality works. Now, you make the statement that you have a podcast. Okay. I wrote a list of people who have been right here on the Dope Show who have podcasts or whose podcasts I've shouted out. Let's go through the list. Saga Boss and Boss Cat. They have the Love Parlor. That's if my memory is correct, that's Tuesday nights. Laris Hodges, Beer in the Conversation is actually happening right now at Status Network. So when you get through here, go check him out. Um, Jason Brown, 17 to Sleekville. I shout him out every week. Why? It's because he makes the dope shirts. He makes these shirts. DV Passion, Lady V and D Black, they were sitting right here. The sexperts sitting right here. Darren Bell, Random Thoughts with DVP. Me and him sat here one night, almost 2 hours, and just chopped it up about men and women relations and how we could fix this. Andrew Snorton, the great author Andrew Snorton, has shared this screen with me on multiple occasions, promoting his books, promoting his spoken word album. I show love to people who are doing stuff. So if you have a podcast and you get on my podcast, of course you can shout your show out. I'm not gonna say yeah, but we're not gonna talk about yours since we're sitting on mine. No, no, no. I don't do that because it's enough out here for all of us to get a little something, and we can eat off of it. It's nothing. But nigga mentality says they're trying to take what's mine. I don't care. I don't care enough. The dope show is not based off wrestling. You know what the dope show is based on? Whatever I'm thinking. Whatever I'm thinking, whatever comes to mind is what's gonna happen on the dope show. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I shout out Status Network all the time because of Status Network and because of Saga Boss. That's why I got back into this form of media. I've been missing it. I missed it for years. You know, I did radio at college at SPSU and all that, but I have not been able to do this in years. And so I always shout out Jack Trey. Jack Trey was somebody that I sat there and I would just sit there, even if we didn't have a show going on, I come up there to Status and the former Instinct Radio, and I just sit there and pick his brain, just learning about this business on the tech side, plus the promotion side. I would just sit there and pick his brain. My brother Jihad Yousef, Humanity Works, has shared this screen with me multiple times. We have collabed over and over and over again. Like he hit me up and just like, yo, I want you to do something. I just never heard of the redacted podcast until this situation happened. People gotta humble themselves. You gotta humble yourself. I agree, hydroglyphic, because the thing is, If you're a wrestling fan and you're into podcasts, I should have heard of this by now, right? I should have. I have not, and you have not either. Only reason I probably heard of it is because I know said individual personally. You see what I'm saying? But if I didn't even know her, I wouldn't have known her. I gotta take a sip on that one, y'all. Mm. Hmm. Ah, yes, sir. Shout out to the Boondocks. It was definitely a nigga moment. Definitely a nigga moment. Like old anime I used to watch. Dope show equals anything goes, Jones. That's why I got that box right there. Like I said, we can't talk about a certain subgroup of particular race and or religion, and the fact that I can't play a lot of music here. But I'm working on the music part because if it's original music, it's getting played here. And it has. Honestly, I don't promote rappers, particularly new age rappers. I do not. However, you can go back through YouTube and count the times that Jabba Ranks has shared the screen with me. Jabba Ranks came through for Dope Game Show night with big shots out to Maya. Just me, Keisha in the building. What's up, Keisha? What's going on with you? And I promote anything my people are doing. Anything. If you come on the show and you got anything going on, whether it's Corey's Heavenly Cakes, whether it's Bell Charms by Shimmy, whether it's Bianca Clements doing the visual art, you know what I'm saying? I promote these people. I promote everybody that comes on this show. Even once and shout out to Miss Shea Butter over at DWC Radio. Friday she was here on the Dope Show. Saturday I went and DJ'd on her show. Chatted up. Her show chatted up on DWC Radio on Saturday nights. I was on her. She was on my show. I was on her show. That's how this is supposed to work. We'll never get anywhere thinking that somebody's out to get us or somebody's in competition or somebody's trying to take what's mine and this, that, and the third. We'll never get anywhere like that. We'll never get anywhere like that. And so I don't understand the mentality. Now, something else that was said, and y'all know I'm a math teacher. So numbers are my life, numbers are my passion. The said individual made the comment that said that don't wait till I'm out here being great to come knock on my door. So, in my head, that means you've already reached upper echelon status, correct? Correct, right? You've already reached said upper echelon status, therefore, this is beneath you here. This is beneath you. I'm coming to you for a come up, is what I get from that. So, being a math person, I go to check out your content. Yeah. Oh, we finna get into the numbers, y'all. We finna get into the numbers. Yes, indeed, we are. So, I went to this said individual's YouTube page. Now, mind you, by the way, I went to the IG page. Oh, yes, Keisha. Analytics. That's about to happen. So I went to the not only the podcast YouTube page, but also the said individual. No blue checks. No blue checks, and you don't have 10,000 followers. Truthfully, I don't either. But the thing is, I'm not out here making the claims like I'm bigger than anybody that's doing podcasts right now. I would have anybody on this show, literally anybody. Anybody that's willing to come through, I will have you here on the Dope Show as long as you know how to come through, kick good shit, and be on positive vibe. We could kick it all night. It's been shows that have gone on for 2 hours inadvertently. But if the vibe is going, then we just gonna let it go. You know why? Because when you have your own media platform, you can do that. So, nonetheless, on said podcast, let's go into the numbers. Because, oh, by the way, it doesn't have a blue check either. No, so none of the IG pages have blue checks, and neither does the podcast page. So let's go into the numbers. So on 8 days ago, 8 days ago, your show had 12 views. 9 days ago, that was a replay from something on WWE. Oh, by the way, they do have 2,700 followers. Kudos to them. 2,700 followers. I don't have that many. But at the same time, I'm not out here trying to piss on people either. 2,700 followers. Now keep that number in mind because 2,700 followers, even if we divide it in half, that means you should have what, roughly 13 and a half. Well, no, what is that? 1,350 followers, at least viewers. If we do it in half, 1,350 viewers if we're doing it in half. So the show from 8 days ago, 12 views. The show from a month ago, 14 views. Another show from a month ago, 4 views. 1 month ago, 8 views. 1 month ago, 15 views. 2 months ago, 76 views. Oh, coming up. 2 months ago, 79 views. 2 months ago, 5 views. 4 months ago, 63 views. Y'all starting to notice the trend here that none of these numbers are busting 100? Okay, let's keep going. 5 months ago, 94 views. 6 months ago, 26 views. 6 months ago, 12 views. 7 months ago, 34 views. Seven months ago, 231. Oh, we got a big one on that one. 7 months ago, oh, that one hit 11,000. Good job. Good job. 8 months ago, 36. 8 months, 12. 2 years ago, 0. 2 years ago, 0. 2 years ago, 4. 2 years ago, 0. 2 years ago, 2. 2 years ago, 0. 0. 1. 10. 1. 1. 12. 4. 6. 1. 6. So you ain't even bust 10,000 on viewership. So no blue checks. You ain't bust 10,000 on viewership consistent, which means you're not monetized. So at this point, let me see who said that. You need to humble yourself. But here's the thing, hydroglyphic. Nigga mentality doesn't lend itself to humility. See what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. It just comes with nigga mentality. They're not humble at all. But anybody, and I'm speaking to my people in the chat, and anybody who goes back and watches this later, if you have been on a dope show, I shout people out. I promote their products. Right now, I'm wearing products that somebody who was who was on the show as a guest, as well as a friend in real life, decided that hey, I'm gonna bless DJ Agony with some merch. So this chain you see me with, this bracelet, yeah, bell charms by Shimmy, yeah. Because the thing is, I do the right thing by people. I like to have fun. I like my sauce. I kick good shit, but at the end of the day, I do right by people. If you come through to the dope show, you're gonna have one thing is guaranteed, you're gonna have a good time. If you came through the dope show and have not had a good time, please drop it in the chat. And I'll tell you why you didn't. And now I wait. But to think that I'm in competition with you, I'm not in competition with you. Only thing I want the dope show to do is get better progressively. To get better progressive. If anybody remembers in its inception, the dope show started off with two people. Dope show started off with two people. I had a co-host when we first started. She went on to do her own thing. And can anybody find where I ever badmouthed the sister? Where I ever said anything about her? Where I ever shown that I was mad about it? I've always said the fact that she went to do her own thing, much success to you. But the dope keeps going. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna stop because you leave. It's just, yo, whatever it is that you're looking for and you find it, I'm glad. I hope it brings you peace. I really do because that's in reality that's all we should be looking for anyway is peace. So also, and I like I said Sunday, I'm sitting up there in my head like, what in the hell? Like what the hell going on? Then come Monday, this said individual post a reel, call themselves calling me out, and put the screenshot of the conversation. So I just read y'all the conversation. What did I say in that conversation that was wrong? You posted the screenshot, right? See, here's the thing. I'm not gonna give you free pub, but you put my name in it, calling yourself exposing me. Well, guess what, asshole? You gave me free pub. Thank you. Thank you for the free promotion. For the 6 people that watch your shit, the 2 people that liked your reel, thank you. You did good. Good job. Good job. I appreciate you. With your dumb ass. Rule number one: do not give free pub. You just made me famous, asshole. And if you were that big of a wrestling fan, then you would know what turned the tide of the Monday Night Wars. Very childish. Very childish. But what turned the tide of the Monday Night Wars, you ask? Let's go back. So WCW had been winning the ratings for what, right at about a little short of 2 years? Right at 2 years, they had been beating WWE every week. Well, it was WWF at the time. And this is wrestling history. This is something that you should have known and maybe learned from. That way you wouldn't have made the same mistake. So what happens? WWF at the time, Monday Night Raw was pre-taped. WCW would send somebody in, watch the shows, get the results, and they would give them out on Monday night. So what ends up happening, one particular Monday night, Eric Bischoff is feeling himself. He's on commentary, and he makes the statement. He goes through and he's reading off the results for Monday Night Raw so people wouldn't change the channel. So ATL Squirrel Girl, what up, beef? So what ends up happening, it backfired. He told how Mick Foley was going to win the title that night, and people changed the channel to watch it happen. And after that, WCW was fighting uphill to try to win another week of ratings. Why? Because he called out the name and made WWF famous, and it made people change the channel to see what was going to happen. So now that you've caused all this drama, you've caused this quote unquote controversy online, you gave these people my name. You think they ain't gonna check for the dope show to see who this person is? Notice I gave you no free pub on my show. You are said individual. And your podcast is said podcast. Or as my dude hieroglyphic said, redacted. Your name is redacted. But it's just the unmitigated gall for me, people. I don't understand the nigga mentality. Now, here's the thing. You're making it seem as if I need your show to come up. Let me show y'all something. Now, anytime y'all hear my opening, y'all always hear two-time ATL's hottest DJ. I'm not a two-time ATL hottest winner, though. I got four of these at the house. It's four of these. It's one I don't talk about that often, but I'll get into that. From 2016, 2017, 2018, the DTTO show with me, Saga Boss, DJ Machiavelli, and a slew of other co-hosts won every year from 2016, 2017, and until I left in 2018. We won three of these. One of them's right here. ATL's hottest online radio show, the DTTO show. I was a part of that award winning conglomerate. And you know what, to be honest, reach out to Saga Boss right now. We could do it again. We could do it again. I'm so serious. So I have awards for this. It's not even about that with me. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, the dick swinging contest of mine is better than yours. How can we both make our shit great? You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. If you got something, you might have the yin to my yang, and we put it together and make oneness. But you want to compete. Well, if y'all notice that said podcast is on Thursday nights at 8:30, and guess what? It is 8:50. That is why the dope show got moved to Thursday this week. Damn right. Now you got to compete with me because that's what you wanted, right? You wanted to compete. That's what you wanted. When you go to wrestling events, since you're so over, and that's a wrestling term. I wonder if she knows that one. But since you're so over, when you went to the Impact Wrestling event the other day, did you get in free with press passes? You probably did. You bought that ticket. You bought that goddamn ticket because you're so over. You're so over with the community, right? No interviews, no backstage, none of that. None of that. But someone who's over would have walked in, dapped up a couple of people, and been backstage taking pictures, getting interviews. I have nothing. Like I don't understand I've strongly strive to distance myself from nigga mentality, but it is very infectious. Right now, I'm just gonna call out some podcasts because since everybody knows you, I'm sure they don't need me to call out your podcast to find you. So I'm gonna call out some that y'all. I will shout these people out. Saga Boss and Boss Cat, Love Parlor. I think that's Tuesday nights. Jack Trend Status Network every night. So you look up Status Network, and there's a show going on. There's a show going on right now. Larry's Hodges, Beer in the Conversation. That's the show that's going on right now. Jason Brown, 710 of Sleekville. Monday at I want to say he's Monday at 9 o'clock. Jihad Yousef, Humanity Works. Check him out. That brother got a lot. He got a lot to offer the community, and that is a great mind right there. So definitely check him out. Lady V and D Black, DV Passion. When you want to check out some freaky shit, hit them up. Darren Bell, Random Thoughts with DVP. If you want to be on some grown man shit, hit up Darren Bell. Andrew Snorton, the Fast 15. That's on Wednesdays during the midday hour. So if you just want some positive motivation for your midday on a your midday in the midweek, hit up Andrew Snorton. Niecy Edge, Raw and Order. That's the sister I went to high school with that's got things going right now. Started her own podcast. I am proud of you, sister. Maybe we can share a screen right here soon enough. Yeah, hopefully she doesn't see me as somebody who's trying to compete with her, but no. I offer my guests to you. How many of my guests have followed my guests? See what I'm saying? That's on purpose. That's by design. That's how collaboration works. I learned in 2018, I was at ATL's Hottest, and DJ Conan had won ATL's Hottest DJ that year. Big shouts out to my boy DJ Conan too. Um, we were going to take a picture together. He purposely took the ATL's Hottest Award out. He did not take a picture with the trophy. He said, "Right now, we just two DJs taking a picture." Yeah, he won. He absolutely won. I won the next two, but he won that night and purposely said, "No, we're just two DJs taking a picture." It wasn't about gloating. It wasn't about competition. That brother just said, "We just two DJs taking a picture." He told me it was something he said that night as well about as far as us working together to DJ. We haven't yet, but it's not out of the spectrum. It's not out of the realm of reality at all. Me and DJ Conan will possibly share a stage soon enough. He said, with me, it's all about cooperation, not competition. And I have been carrying that ever since then. Ever since 2018, I have been carrying that. So big shouts out to DJ Conan. DJ Conan is to the point to where, and think about it like this, people. As a DJ, anytime somebody gets booked and I don't, that's money I could have made. If in DJ Conan was here in the chat right now, or if he is, drop through and answer this question for me. How many gigs have we passed? Have I passed you? This is money I pretty much put in this man's pocket. I put money in this man's pocket. I didn't have this nigga mentality that he gonna DJ this gig. That means this money I'm not getting. Not at all. I'm giving him that. Didn't even try and tax him a finder's fee either, y'all. Truthfully, in my head, I should got 10% of that. I didn't. I gave it to him. You see what I'm saying? That's just how I do. If I can't or don't want to, or I'm double booked, what have you, I'll give it to you. Do what you do with it. I had a situation come up. I want to say it was in May. Had a graduation party to do, and my cousin hit me up about DJing a gig. I passed that off to Conan. Looked at the live. He had that bitch rocking. I'm like, well, do that shit then. Do that shit then. I'm so serious. So if I'm that much on a come up, trying to piggyback off somebody who's making no money doing this, yet at the same time, I have people who can attest to me giving them money. Literally giving them money. I promote DJs on here. Another podcast I want to promote, Smash and Bash with my boy Marquise Lamb. I do wall to wall nerd shit on here. We talk about anime, we talk about video games, this, that, and third between me, Jay Scott, Big Country 50, who has resurfaced. Do I need to bring my hands out? Nah, country, we gonna let them live. We gonna let them live, country. Hold that dog. We gonna let them live, man. Ask Joe. God damn it. Joe, adult supervision at all times. So serious, man. So serious. But yeah, I'm giving away money, y'all. Some of my guests, like I said, I've had guests on here and everything they do, I promote it. Larry's Hodges with a beer in the conversation. I promote that. I'm promoting that now. His show is going on as we speak, people. I'm promoting that. Jabba Ranks, artist. Anytime he drops something new, I'm trying to have him on this side of the screen because guess what? The brother brings that heat. JC Rocker, she got a whole night. We played videos and everything that night. Music Monk. Monk's a very intellectual mind, very music minded, very intelligent brother. I've had him on here multiple times. Gamers Alley with the real J Scott, Big Country 50. They're here damn near what every other week. I've had lawyers here. Big shouts out to senior senior ADA Tashawn Jackson. Please put the senior on there. Put some respect on that sister name. Yeah, sister from our neighborhood. Big shouts out to Decatur in the building that has gotten herself all the way up to senior ADA. Big shouts out and respect to you, sister. Um, Bianca Clements, a visual artist. It ain't all about rapping and poetry. This sister paints, and she was sitting right here on a dope show. One of my favorite interviews, Dr. Craig Boykin. He went from the pen to a PhD. Yes, yes. He went from the pen to a PhD. This brother's live. This brother is dope, and he is so humble, and he so keeps it real to where it's like you good peoples, bro. Anytime he wants to come through, he got a seat right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you these names. Look these people up. They got good shit going on. Craig Boykin got mad books coming out. He got mad books already out. Check out his books. I got from pen to PhD. I got that book. It is great. The IEP trap though. Ooh, yeah, that one's gonna hit. Oh, the athletic trap. That's another good one. Check this brother books out. Bell Charms by Shimmy. I've done ads for this sister. I am advertising as we speak for this sister. Like she is dope at what she does. Darren Bell, check out his podcast. I want to say he's on. Matter of fact, he's on Wednesday night. His podcast is actually the same time as the Quick 30. I'm still gonna shout him out because I don't have that. Oh, well, he's gonna take people from my Quick 30. If you watch his show live and go back and watch mine on YouTube, guess what? I still get the views. So it's all good. And like I said, he be on some grown man shit. Like, look, stop sagging your pants, man, and wear ascot or something. Speaking of ascot, Harold Outley's been on the show. ATL's hottest spoken word artist, multiple time winner, has been right here on the show. Dope DJ month. Like I said, if I was that close minded on having people on here who do the same thing I do, I have 4 DJs on here. Every week I'd have somebody different. Shouts out to DJ Conan, DJ Machiavelli, Kel the DJ, and DJ Exclusive. They've all shared the screen right here. I'm a DJ promoting DJs because that's what someone who's trying to come up with do, right? One of my favorite guests that came through, Terry Moore. Terry Moore is that guy that has so many stories that he witnessed. He is one of those people that was there during the building years of hip hop that witnessed a lot of the growth. You know what I'm saying? Went to the Juice premiere with Pac. Um, was with KRS when Scott LaRock got killed. Like this brother was just in some random situations. Follow that brother. That brother has some good history when it comes to this thing we love and call hip hop. Definitely follow that brother. Speaking of brothers that love this thing we call hip hop, big shouts out to my boy, my brother, my partner, one half of the culture nerds, Antonio Slim. I can't tell you how many times he's been on and off this screen because that's what he does. I mean, Dr. Brewington, who's a educational psychologist, you know what I'm saying, who really gets into the science of why, what is why, particularly when it comes to urban youth. So once again, another dope brother. I have dope people on my show for a reason because I tell y'all every week when you see somebody on that side of the screen, my friends are dope as well. However, to the said individual that said that I was trying to come up off her or make my name off her, you'd have to pay me to get on the goddamn dope show. And look, Ash is here. But yeah, at this point, You'd have to pay me to get here. You would have to pay me. There's no way we could share a screen together at this point. Because even though I said Saturday night, that's fine. Sunday, you call yourself trying to call me out. Monday, you screenshot me and call yourself exposing me. And where did that get you? Hell, the real only got 2 likes, no comments. So nobody even bought into your bullshit. You know why? Because and I sit here and I think about it. Maybe it's projection. Maybe the fact that you see the relevance you want in the dope show and not your own said podcast, that you want to make it seem like I'm coming up off you. No, you actually probably saw your come up on me. Big shouts out to Regina Sunshine in the building. You dodged a bullet. She wasn't dope enough to be on your show. That is true. That is true. And from here on out, yeah, there will be a screening process to get to that side of the screen. Unless you're Big Country 50, because hey y'all don't know him in real life, but he's really a bully, y'all. He's really a bully. So Big Country 50, look, hey, I don't want no problems. You come anytime you want to. Big shouts out to Hieroglyphic said you're not about to steal her 2 viewers. Man, look, hey, you can keep your 2. It's fine. You can keep them. So are we still getting the rest of the show? Absolutely. Absolutely, King Spud. We are getting that show tomorrow night. On that side of the screen is somebody who is certified, that I know, that I have put the stamp on myself, certified dope, and that is the real J Scott. Will be on that side of the screen. And like I said, and I watch the show. Y'all don't use half the resources you can with this whole StreamYard thing. See me, yeah, I don't have the backgrounds and the scrolling thingy thing going on, but when you come through to a show, you'll see where the money's going. That's another thing, y'all. Yo, we are not making money off this. Everything I do for dope, I pay for. My dope shirts, I pay for them. StreamYard, I pay for this every month. It's one of those things. I am a self-funding brand. I pay for my own shit. And yet have I ever posted my cash up and asked for donations. I want y'all to come through and have a good goddamn time. That to me is enough. It's not even about the money for me. Now, if the fine people at Sirius Satellite or the good people at YouTube want to start giving me money, oh, I'll take their money. No problem. I will take their money. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yes, there will be a wrestler show tomorrow. So if you want to see how a wrestler show should run, because you know what? I bet you money, watch this. I bet you money them people ain't even go live tonight. If they did, they might have all 2 of their people in the building. You know what? Let's just, for fuck's sake, why not? Why not be petty a little bit? Because you brought it out. You started this. You could have let it go. You really could have let this go. I had let it go a long time ago. Oh, look, they are live. Oh, check it out. That's all right. All right, look. Okay. Boom, check it. So for Friday night, let's take a pool. Let's see if their show hits 25 views this week. Let's just see. Because I just want to see if you can hit 25 views because you're so on and you're so over. So let's see. Let's let's see let's say Big Bang take Little Bang. Maybe you can get more views than me this week. Hey, who knows? Because I'm not in it for that. I'm in it just to have a good time. Enjoy my yak. Enjoy my friends. That's all I'm here for. That is it. In a nutshell, man. Big shouts out to everybody that came in through the chat. Also, people, this is one thing I will ask you for. I don't ask y'all for money or donations. All I ask y'all to do is hit that share button. Hit the share button, share the link to your people so your friends could come in, kick it, bring your friends' friends, all of them. Just hit that share button. That's the only thing I ask for. Also, big shouts out to damn it, what's this sister name? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I just hit a wall on that one. Um But yeah, big shouts out to her. I think her name's Angelique. I don't know. She replaced me on the DTTO show. She been good people's ever since. But everything I post on IG, she shares. It's in her stories. The good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Big Country says, big shouts out to him. Of course. Shouts out to Big Country. We don't want that smoke, guy. But yeah, definitely. Shouts out to all my peoples that come through the chat, all my people that consistently come through to the dope show, kick good shit with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your viewership. I just appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. Y'all think highly enough to say, you know what? I want to see what the hell DJ Agony doing on a Wednesday night or on a Friday night or on this week, a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what he's doing. I appreciate y'all. Without y'all, I'd just be some guy sitting in his room talking to a computer screen. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all come through and check out Dope Enterprise on YouTube this Friday. There will be the wrestling edition with me and the real Jay Scott in the building. This is the last week that we will be without Facebook. My restrictions will be lifted. There will be no cuffs on the wrist. So now I can go back to the book and try not to get banned again for another 60 days. No, people are so sensitive. Who knew? Who knew? I swear, who knew? Appreciate you, Miss Sunshine. I really do. So make sure y'all are here Friday night. DJ Agony, the real Jay Scott, going through talking about factions and stables, who had the best, the worst, and the ones that were underrated. Right here on the Dope Show on Dope Enterprise at YouTube, man. Um, as I end every show, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity to pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony, four-time ATL's hottest winner, two-time ATL's hottest DJ. Get the math right, y'all. And I'm out. Peace.